Okay, welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to be making some jam. I'm going to make some salsa and I'm going to show you guys how to use some leftovers to make a quick meal. So I'm going to turn my boiling water on here. I'm going to make some elbow noodles. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some leftover sloppy Joe mix. I'm going to make the elbow noodle. This is macaroni and cheese, but I'm going to use that to make some chili mac. So while I'm waiting on the noodles to boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything prepared for the salsa that I'm making, and I'm going to start. No, I need to wait to use this pot to start the jam. One thing at a time. So right now, I'm just going to get all this cut up, okay? And I'm going to make some salsa. And y'all, I'm going to try to do this old school. I don't really want to be using any electronic equipment, so I'm going to try really hard tonight to not use my immersion blender. So tonight we're just going to try to do this old school, you know. So in the salsa, I'm using 3 little bell peppers. These are mini bells. The mini bells seem like they grow better in my zone, which is 8B. So I had some problems last year with my bell pepper getting big enough without all those little creepy crawlies trying to get all over everything and ruin them. So this year I just stuck with my mini bells because I had a lot more success with those last year. So I stuck with that this year. And I'm going to use 2 medium-sized jalapenos. And I'm just cutting around to keep the seed out. Okay. I'll get a few of them in there, but a few was okay. All right. So I need to get a little bag to put that in. So this goes in here for soup stock. And since this has got jalapeno in it, it'll probably be a spicy soup stock. Spicy vegetable or something. So putting that right over to the side. And now I'm just going to start cutting up everything. And you can cut these peppers up any kind of way. You don't have to oh yeah, fresh salsa, that's right. Hey Echo, hey Jenny. Or Alfred's Kingdom. You can cut the peppers up any size you want. But I am going with a medium cut because my family likes to have chunky salsa most of the time. So that's what we're going to go with, a chunky salsa. Okay. So chunky it is. That's what we're going to have. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Remote, how are you doing? Oh, you can smell my salsa? Wow, Remote, I haven't even got it started yet, buddy. I'm just cutting everything up. We love you too, Remote. Remote, how's the weather in Canada? Y'all, does that look like a lot of peppers? I think it'll be enough. I have 28 ounces of tomato that's been pureed up and roasted. Well, roasted and pureed up. So, y'all, I'm trying to look at chat too while I'm working. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm answering somebody real quick. Gotta answer people. Luckily, I cleaned my phone off earlier, so I disinfected it. Okay. Now I get to add the pasta in the water. Throw that mess to the side because we're not using that. Okay. We're just using it for the noodles. So 2 boxes of macaroni noodles. And if you don't have the 2 little boxes, just use 1 cup of elbow noodles or whatever kind of noodles that you want to use. It does not have to be elbow noodles. It can be rotini or spaghetti noodles, whatever kind of noodles you want to use. Y'all, I would use my other knife, but I didn't sharpen it, so I got to use a small knife. My little paring knife my son got me. My son gets his mama kitchen gadgets. Hey, Jen, how are you, babe? How was the weather, Jen, where you're at? Is the skies nice and clear? Or is it cloudy and eh, you know, funny? Y'all know I said they like it chunky, but I think I need to make them onions smaller pieces. What y'all think? Y'all think I should make them smaller? I do. I think I need to make the onions smaller. Yeah, I think that's enough onion. I don't think it needs any more onion. I think that was a pretty big onion. So I'm gonna get a little baggie. Put the rest of the onion in the baggie because I don't want to be wasteful. Can't have no waste in this house. Oh yeah, I love onions too. Yeah, onions and me get along good. Me and onions have a special relationship. Me and garlic do too. I like garlic. About 6 little cloves of garlic. So that's what I'm going to use. So I use 2 small bell peppers, which really would be 1 big bell pepper, 1 not so big onion, big but not too big, 1 red pepper, and about 6 cloves of garlic. So that's what we're using in this. Oh, that garlic's frozen, y'all. Ooh. I need to let it unfreeze for a minute. Oh, yeah, it's been bad. Your skies are bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Can y'all believe my noodles was trying to stick to the bottom of my pot? Mm-mm-mm. Can't have that. No siree. No noodle stick. I need to find my little garlic masher. Aha, I found it. Look at that. Got my little handy dandy garlic masher. Well, it'd probably work a lot more handy dandy if my garlic wasn't frozen. Y'all, I'm so silly. I'm sitting here trying to smush up garlic when it's frozen. I smell like garlic because I have a little spot on my leg that doctor said was basal cell carcinoma. Basal. So Barbara O'Neill said put castor oil and a slice of garlic on it. So I'm doing a little experiment. Covered with Band-Aid. That sounds interesting, Jen. Or Alfred's Kingdom. Sounds very interesting. So there's a lot of clouds where y'all were at too, huh? That's sad. Now I'm gonna pop this garlic in the microwave for just a little second. It's just still too frozen, so can't have frozen garlic. Oh yeah, it just took about 15 seconds. Yeah. The fires aren't close, but there's still a lot of smoke. Yeah. Ow. Y'all see how good that thing works? Works so good. Garlic everywhere. Yum, yum, yum. I just really like the garlic. Keep the vampires away, y'all. Oh my goodness. Did Jen have to leave? I didn't see her comment. Hold on, let me go back up. Echo, did Jen say she had to leave, baby? Okay. Y'all, I've got that all cut up. So what I'm going to do is leave it sit there. Oh, I got to put some cilantro in it, but I'm not going to do that till after I get it warmed up. Okay. Now what I get to do is I get to drain these noodles out a little bit. I'm gonna sit here and burn myself, y'all. Sitting here being silly, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, guys, there is the sloppy joe mix I made last night. So I'm going to add that to the pasta. All right. I'm adding about maybe a cup and a half of this sloppy Joe mix in here. You don't need much. And I'm going to use some cheese. I'm just going to use some shredded cheese that I bought last week because I'm lazy tonight. So I'm just going to use that. I don't have any more of my homemade cheese. As you can see, my milk is right in there in that container. So I did not. I got lazy and didn't make my cheese. So we're having to use this cheese. Y'all, I think I will use. No, I don't know. Y'all, should I use that pack of stuff? Oh, elbow noodles, remote. Just plain old elbow noodles. Now I am going to just use that seasoning packet that came with the macaroni. I don't care. I'm going to use it. I'll put it in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of this milk and let it slow cook so it'll make a cream. I'm adding about 1/8 of a cup of full fat milk in it. Oh yeah, that did the trick. It needs a little bit more cream. Okay, now I'm going to put it back on the burner on low, and I'm just going to let all the flavors come together. So that's going to be yummy. Okay, put the lid back on it and just let it slow cook, okay? Yes, fresh cream, baby. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that stuff's don't come cheap if you have to buy it. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, I can't stand raw eggs. They make me gag. So I don't eat eggs raw. When I make my mayonnaise, I don't use raw eggs either in my mayonnaise. Yeah. Okay, y'all. It's just going to be a few minutes. I'm going to let it heat up. Let me make me a cup of coffee, y'all. I need some coffee. So. Okay, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, we just lightly fry or scramble them. Okay, you guys, that dish is done. So I'm going to transfer it into another dish because I need to clean that pot out to use for making my salsa. No, no. Should I do that? Let me see here. No. Okay, guys. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put my peppers and onions and everything in here and start warming up my salsa. Get my peppers cooked down a little bit. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of I'm just going to put it all in there. The tomato sauce. Now this is roasted tomatoes. It's about 28 ounces of roasted tomatoes, give or take a little bit, okay? So I was going to transfer that, but that's just going to be one more dish I'm going to have to clean. So, but you want to heat this up till the peppers are just a little bit soft. Okay, so, but we don't want to do it fast. We want to take it slow. Okay? Okay, you guys. Got to clean my dishes as I go because I do not like to have a bunch of dirty dishes laying around. So I always clean as I go, clean as I go. So just bear with me for one little minute. Okay? So are y'all talking about eating raw eggs? 'Cause I can't do that. Oh, okay. Raw eggs. Ugh. Yucky poo, yucky poo. Ugh. Can't do it, y'all. I just can't do it. I can do that coffee, though. Ooh, that coffee's good. Okay, let's put this milk back in the refrigerator so it don't spoil. Okay, you guys. We've got the salsa on the stove starting. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to try to find a pot to transfer or something to transfer this macaroni in so I can clean that pot because I need to use it. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but I sort of kind of need to. So we're just going to have more dishes for me to clean later. Either way, I've got to clean dishes. So it'll be okay. Okay, y'all. This is the chili mac. And I'm going to turn my light on so y'all can see better. Is my lighting better? Oh, I just got chili mac in my coffee. I like chili mac, but I don't want it in my coffee, y'all. I know y'all can understand that. Okay. And I'll put my husband some in a bowl. Because he'll be in to eat soon. And I probably need to take a picture of this. In this bowl right here. So I can put the recipe on the channel. And have a picture of it. Okay, you guys. There is the chili mac right there. Okay. So. I always have so much stuff on my counter. Okay, that's better. All right, y'all. I got that taken care of. Now, slide that out of the way. Slide that out of the way. Clean that up. And now I'm going to wash this pot because I need it. Because I have to start the jam. And this is the pot I use to make small batches of jam. Sit for a minute. Okay, y'all, my pot needs to sit for just a minute. Put his chili mac in the microwave out of the way. put this right back where it belongs. See, y'all, if you keep your kitchen a little bit just clean as you go, you won't have too much of a mess. Now, I need to cut some lemons up for my jam and for my salsa. Okay? So, I need the juice of 2 lemons. Oh, that was a juicy. Okay, and I got my handy dandy little juicer right here. Okay. See, y'all, you do not have to have a power juicer. You just need a little bit of elbow grease and a good little old school kitchen thing. Old school juicer. And this thing's from like 1970, y'all. Old. My lemons are so small, they're hard to juice. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. One more half. Yeah, elbow grease is exactly what you have to have. Yeah, clean as you go. That's right. You didn't clean as you went when I was growing up. You wouldn't have no space because everything was cramped quarters. Literally. Okay, we're gonna put these lemon peels in with the soup stock because I might need some of the zest of the lemon later. I'm not sure. So. One of my noodles stuck to the bottom of my pot. Don't you? Just not like it too much when something like that happens. When you get something that sticks to the bottom of your pot. I'm trying to make it difficult on me tonight. Get me aggravated. I'm not going to let it win. The devil is not going to win. I'm going to do exactly what I planned on doing. Okay. Clean pot, y'all. See that? Clean pot. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is add these cherries that I froze the other week. I pitted them and I cut them up. And I stuck them in the freezer because I was not feeling making jam last week. So I had to freeze them. Ooh, that's a lot of cherries. So now I have to warm them up. But of course I've got to go get me some matches because my little clicker don't want to work. It needs to be arguing. And I usually have my matches right in my pocket, but no, I didn't have them in there. I'm not so handy dandy today. I'm not using my noggin. You got to turn it on low, because if you don't, you'll have burnt jam, and you don't want burnt jam. No burnt jam. Now, y'all, the salsa is made. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stock pot that I'm using. Using that one. And this one. I'm going to take my stock pot and put a little bit of my cans up, okay? Now, you want to make sure your jars are clean, sterilized jars, which mine are, okay? And if you have any jars that have a pop top lid, you can use those. Clean them out and use them. I saved mine. Okay? We're going to see how much salsa this makes. Okay? Now, you don't want your salsa to be right at the top of your jar. You want to give it about 1/2 of an inch of headspace, which in this case is right at the lip of right at the edge of the jar before you start getting, right there. That. It's about a 1/2 inch headspace. This should have been enough to make just about 2 pints. So, maybe a little bit more because of the peppers and onions. How much I put in there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more. I say 2.5 pints is what I'm going to look at. Now, I'm not going to put the 1/2 pint in there. That's going to, well, no, yeah, I will. I'll put it in there. I was going to put it up in my refrigerator, but I think I'll go on and put it in there. Okay, clean the tops of your jars off. And I did not put any salt in this at all, period. Okay? But what I am going to put is a little bit of lemon juice in each jar. Okay? Just about a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay? And that is going to help preserve it. Now you want to put your lids on fingertip tight. You want to make sure your lids are clean, which mine are, and your rings are clean. And make sure there's no nicks or anything on your lids. Okay? Always make sure there's no nicks. Okay? Now, I'm going to put this in the bottom of this pot. And I'm going to fill the pot up with hot water because those jars are hot. Okay? And I'm going to cover those jars up. Wait a minute. That's not going to work. I need to wait to put it in there till I get the water hot, because that sausage is way too hot. Okay? So, this is going to take about a gallon of water in this crock pot to have the water over the top of the jars. Okay? So, you turn the pot on to a higher number. High. I turned it on high. Okay? So, you put my lids back up, right over there. See how that doesn't take that long, does it? Oh my goodness. Cherries bother you, remote? Yeah, I like cherries. Cherries and me get along good. Cherries is my friend. Hey, Show and Tell, how are you, dear? Thank you for coming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little piggy when it comes to fruit of any kind. Big time. Okay, y'all, while I'm waiting on that stuff to heat up, I am going to cut my watermelon up. I think. Well, I got so much stuff out, though. I don't have nowhere to put it in my refrigerator. Nah, I think I'll wait. I don't have enough room in my refrigerator right now. Ew. I wanted me some watermelon. Okay. Oh, pooey. I'm going to go on and do it, y'all, because I want me some watermelon. Okay. Y'all see that? I don't want to do this. No, I think I'll. Trying to decide how I want to do it tonight. Oh, I'll just slice it right down the middle. Y'all look how pretty that is. Okay. Y'all wonder why I'm doing this like this? It's so I can go in and cut this up for my little chickadees and my bunny rabbits and my animals, okay? because I might want to go walk out there and give them a treat later on. Okay. Yes, y'all, I have my knife very, very sharp. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does look good. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Okay. Y'all, call me crazy, but that's how I do it, okay? And then I just stick it in a Ziploc bag. And the reason why I do that is so people can just reach in there and grab them out a piece. And if they want it whole, they can have it whole. If they want to cut it up, they can cut it up. Okay? And it just helps there not be so much mess. Okay? Oh, yeah. And I leave a little bit on the rind for the animals outside, okay? I was going to do it the opposite way where it would be, um, I would cut it differently, but I'll just stick to my same old school way of doing it. And I know a lot of people like to make watermelon jam. Y'all, I just don't enjoy the candied watermelon rind and stuff. And my family doesn't really seem like they enjoy it either. So I just kind of leave that alone. You know? So that end's kind of rough. Oh my goodness. Had a rough spot in it. Yeah, I know my way around a paring knife. I've been cut. I've well, I've cut myself many times with a paring knife because I would get too fast with what I was doing, and I wouldn't be paying attention when I was younger, and blood everywhere. And then everything in the kitchen, my nice fluid kitchen line would have to stop. Realized I didn't leave very much watermelon on that last bit for the chickadees, so trying to be nice and leave them a little bit more. maybe at 5. A little bit nicer to them. They'll start giving me eggs again. They ain't been giving me no eggs the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm missing my eggs, y'all. Okay, there's one bag. No, I'm not eating any. I'll be wanting to. Oh, I'll be wanting to eat the whole thing, remote. It does. It's kind of tempting. Why are you tempting me, remote? Don't give me no ideas. Come on now. Oh, it does look so good, y'all. Oh, man. And it smells so yummy. Mm. Now look at that. See how simple that was. Now, explain to me why well, I ain't never done it. But I know people that go pay a ton, arm and leg, for a sliced up watermelon. Cut it up yourself. Don't make no sense. Y'all know what I'm saying? I paid $3.99 for this watermelon. Or was it $2.99? No, it was $3.99. But that was still a good deal. So I didn't do so well on my watermelon. I tried to grow some and I was just not successful this year. So I was disappointed with myself. But that's okay. God still made a way for me to be able to get like 2 or 3 watermelon. He saw fit that I could afford to get me some watermelon, so I got me some watermelon. Y'all, that is going to make my chickens and my turkeys and my rabbits so happy. And I might even throw the wild rabbits out there a little bit. Right out my back door, I have a family of baby rabbits. And I know they say you shouldn't really be giving them food, but they're so cute, y'all. I can't help it. Okay. Almost done with that watermelon, y'all. Oh, that was a lot of watermelon rind. Okay, now I can put my my jars in my pot. Okay. And this is how I do it. I take my jar lifter and just sit it in there. Now I'm going to put that in a little bowl because I might decide to have me a little taste of watermelon. Yeah, they're going to be happy. They sure are. Okay, y'all. My butcher block just saw it first round of. I forgot to put my little teeny cutting board down on my thing. So, Kenneth might come in here and flog me. What y'all think? Think my hubby will come in here and flog me? I don't think so. We don't got to tell him. He won't know. He don't got to know. Y'all don't tell on me now. Don't say, Debbie forgot to use our cutting board. Don't be no little snitches. Okay. Now, you guys, here is the deal. When you're making your jam, and I know there'll be people that'll disagree with me, and that's okay. I don't care. I'm telling y'all how I do it. I do not add any water or none of that mess. I just take my fruit and I put it in there. I cut it up good. Sometimes I'll pre-smash it up, but cherries are sort of kind of hard to pre-smash until they're soft. But I put them on the stove. I let them start cooking. Then I take my masher, which has a really good handle on it, and I just mash. And I stir. And I mash. And I stir. And before I even add the sugar, I always taste, especially the cherry, to see how sweet that cherry tastes. Because, you know, if you don't have to add as much sugar, you know, you're better off. And I have made some before where I didn't add any sugar in it. I just let it keep on cooking down slow, and I didn't have to add any pectin or anything. But I'm not using pectin in the jam. We're going to let it thicken up on its own. We're going to let the natural pectin in the skins come out, because that's where your pectin comes from, is the skins of the fruit. So, and I know y'all probably knew that. A lot of people do. So, I'm just saying. There'll be people who will watch this video that don't know that. So, and instead of putting a lid back on it, I put a screen on the top of it because it'll start popping and acting crazy. Good night, Jen. We love you. Be careful. Good luck on your class, Jen. Y'all hear that pot going? It's rocking and rolling. It's got 15 more minutes on it. Matter of fact, I need to go on and set my timer. Okay, 15 minutes. Y'all, if you do not have one of these, I suggest you get one. I got it for like $3 when I got mine. So the thing about canning is you do not have to have fancy equipment. Y'all, I'm using a regular stock pot. A regular stock pot. No kidding. And Before I had the little racks that I bought off of Amazon. I either got them from Amazon or Walmart. I honestly don't remember. Um, but it's just little racks with holes in it. But you need to have something in the bottom of your pot so your jars don't rattle around and bust. So before I had the rack, I used to put a tea towel or like one of these in the bottom of it. I just make sure it was good and clean, and I'd fold it up and put it in the bottom of the pot. Put my water in there, and you know, proceed as normal with the canning process. Before they came out with all this technical kitchen equipment, people just did everything old school. You don't have to have fancy kitchen equipment to make really good quality food that you can put up, preserve it for later. And y'all, I would trust my homemade jam over store-bought stuff anyway. All this is right here is some nectarine, and I had like two peaches left, and I cut that up and threw that in there. And I did leave some of the skin on it just so I would be able to pull more of the pectin out of the skins. And I just let it boil. And then I already had it kind of good mashed up before I started cooking it. But y'all, I didn't have to add very much sugar in this. Now, the ratio is supposed to be on jam, like for whatever amount of fruit you use that equal amount of sugar. But you do not have to use that much. I've never used that much, ever. So, now I said my grandma used rocks way back when. Now I use tea towels. My grandmother used rocks. I tried to use rocks, but yeah, I ended up getting me. It was I was afraid my jars were gonna bust. Yeah, they were in the bottom of the pot, but I was afraid my glass was gonna bust. So, but ooh, that y'all that watermelon. Okay. Mm. Yeah, you could probably, but you'd still end up. Here's the thing: you'd still end up using a tea towel because you've got to have glass on glass. Don't work out too well. You know, the marbles and rocks is better for when you're trying to do like dehydrating or roasting things, or trying to find a different way to cook stuff. Yeah, it is a good heat conductor. You're right about that. Hello, Access Humboldt. How are you tonight, darling? We have made chili mac from leftovers right here. Yes. Two. Yeah. Now hold on a minute. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, that's wool too. It's baked for the chickens, and the other stuff the bunnies can have. Some the bunnies can have some. I'll be back. Y'all, I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay. We made chili mac. I gotta wash my hands. That's such trash. Oh my goodness. That would have been kind of Can't use that now. Okay. We made chili mac, Miss Access Humboldt. And how we did that was we used leftover sloppy Joe mix and 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. We cooked the elbow noodles and then we just mixed the chili mac in it, or the sloppy Joe in it, and then we added some cheese and some whole milk with cream and just mixed it together. And now we have salsa cannon. We mixed up some salsa, and we have our cherries cooking here for our cherry jam. So we're keeping a diligent eye on those. And right now I'm trying to get them real good and mashed up. Oh, I didn't even see remote had to go. Oh. Wait. Okay, y'all. Got that cooking, so I'm going to let it cook. Okay, y'all, I'm going to finish eating my little slice of watermelon. Y'all eat that jam so pretty. Look at the color. Pretty, pretty jam. And I forgot to put my cilantro in my salsa, so I'm not worried about it. I can add some fresh cilantro when I open some up. What y'all think about that? Y'all, I haven't even had to add butter to this jam yet. It's not getting that frothy, filmy stuff on the top of it yet. Jam will get this foamy, bubbly mess on the top of it that just looks nasty. Okay. Now, y'all, it is time for me to taste this. So I got to get a little spoon and see how much sugar I need to add to it. I don't think I'll have to add very much. Wow, pretty good. So, that was a very, very, very full quart of cherries. And I'm not adding a quart of sugar. I'm going to add a cup of sugar. And that's it. Okay? Just it. Just a cup. And I know a lot of people will say, that's not enough sugar. Well, it is for us. It's enough for us. And I'm cooking it for my family, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, y'all. See how easy that was? I just cleaned that pot. Got it clean. Easy peasy if you keep it clean as you go. Outside. Yeah. I cut up our watermelon. And I'm still wet, so. Yeah, I'm live back. Okay, I got your bowl in the microwave. Okay, y'all, it is going. It's going good.
Hey, y'all.
Hubby said hey to everybody. Okay, you get Echo. It is a deep color. I mean, girl, it tastes so good. I put it on the top of a piece of lemon cake for Kenneth last night. This is what it looks like outside of the jar. See that? And this is the consistency. Just like jam. And like I told you, I didn't put very much sugar in it. See, it's not runny, but it does fall. And it spreads so good. Let me take a piece of this cake and show y'all. I'll cut a piece for Kenneth. Okay, y'all. Does it smooth out so good. Oh, that's sweet, remote. Okay, y'all. Now look. Y'all see how easy this spreads? Look at that. It spreads so easy. It's so pretty. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Now, that's off. See, I'll take a picture of that. No, I've got to take a picture of my stuff. What's wrong with me? Okay. There, I got it. But y'all see that? That is so yummy. Kenneth will enjoy that. He was looking at me last night with some little puppy dog eyes like he wanted some more at 1 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep last night, so I started doing stuff in the kitchen. And I've been doing good. I've been going to bed by like 10, 9, 10 every night. When I messed up last night, couldn't sleep. Okay, y'all. Now I'm going to take my salsa out of here. Okay, look at that. Ooh. Two. Three. One jar already popped. This little jar right here, it already popped. Now you may be wondering why I threw that water out, even though it was good and hot. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that. Always save your water. Well, no, I know because I put tomatoes in that. That was another jelly. So I would have had to throw it out anyway. Oh my goodness. That is terrible, remote. Absolutely terrible, baby. Okay, let's put this back on the stove. And turn the heat back on some. Cause silly me cut it off when I shouldn't have. But no, I did need to dump that water out because I used that water for making salsa. Some people would say it wouldn't matter, but it does, I think. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, y'all, I am going to just let that cook. We're just going to let it cook, y'all. The main thing when you're making jam and jellies is make sure you stir it. Do not let it burn because it will burn especially once you put that sugar in it. It's like making candy. When you're making candy, that's one of the biggest things is watching it so it doesn't burn. Echo, you already had watermelon. You lucky thing, you. Okay, y'all. This jam is going so slow. You got to be patient. Patience and stirring. Patience and stirring. Because if you're not patient, you will end up with burnt jam. That is for sure. See, a lot of what happens when it's thickening up is a lot of that water that's in the fruit evaporates out of it. You know? Oh, yeah, barbecue chicken, taters, and carrots. Yum, yum, girl. You know, that sauce is so pretty. It's just pretty, 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 pretty. Okay. Now we're going to take a picture of our sauce. Ooh, that's going to be a good picture. y'all, look at my vegetable chow I put up for sausages. Can you see the little carrots and all the other vegetables in it? Ooh, it's going to be yummy. I've got cabbage in it, carrots, peppers, onions, cilantro, jalapeno, banana pepper. I've got dill in it. And it said cilantro, dill. Got something else in it. I can't remember what it is. I can't even remember my own recipe. I don't remember. It's got something else in it. I have to look on my card. Ooh, it's starting to thicken up because it's trying to bubble back on me now. Big time. So, yikes. Them cherries turn deep purple quick. A deeper purple. It's not, you won't get fat from this. Well, I mean, well, you could. Just saying. Yeah. Now, this food's not what did it to me. What did it to me was taters and rice and biscuits, and cornbread, more taters and rice and cornbread and biscuits, and pasta. Not really so much pasta though, but the biscuits and the cornbread and stuff, yeah. Now, I'm just trying to help you learn how to cook a little bit better if you need that, if it's somebody who needs it. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. You see, I purposely kept my stool over there so I wouldn't be sitting down or trying to sit down, trying to stay standing up. So I don't feel lazy. Okay, y'all, it's time for me to put my lemon juice in it. Yeah, it needs to cook some more. Yep. Just needs to cook some more. Some more, some more, some more. Does it? Well, welcome back, Echo. Got to answer them phone calls, girl. Now, I predict, I'm going to pretend I'm a predictor. I predict I'm going to get 2 pints and this little jar right here. We're going to see. I might get a little bit more. Just saying. I hope you do get to go, Echo. I really, really, really do. That would be awesome. Family reunions are awesome. Okay, y'all, I got to sit down. I've been going and going and going since early this morning, so I'm kind of starting to get tired. Oop, another jar popped. Did y'all hear it? My big towel jar popped. Now I just got to wait for my little jar to pop. And if my other jar don't pop, guess what? It's going in the refrigerator. Because that's where everything that doesn't pop gets to go to. So now it's just a waiting game, y'all. You have to be patient. Do not turn that heat up thinking you're going to speed it up. Leave it on low, or maybe 1 or 2. Leave it low. And just be patient. Because getting all in the tizzy and fighting with it to try to get it to go faster is just going to cost you burnt jam. And you don't want all that hard work that you just went through. You don't want to throw it out the window because you weren't patient. You know? Y'all, I haven't even had to put butter in it to keep it from foaming up. I mean, that's really, really good. So, I'm just saying, I'm happy about that. So, very, very, very happy. But, so I've got my water warming on the stove because my jelly's going to be hot. So I need my water bath canner to be hot. So when I stick my jars in, they won't bust. Because you don't want to put hot jars in cold water, you know, or cold jars in hot water. Oh, the popping jars remind you of the clicker toys? Yeah. Yeah, that it does. That is exactly what it sounds like. So yeah, I like I like hearing the jars pop. It gives you a sense of you know, accomplishment when you hear those jars pop. So it's going, y'all. It'll soon be where I can put it in the jars. Okay? So I want to, before I end the stream, I want to at least get them in the jar and show you what they look like, what the jam looks like as it's going into the jars. But I will probably end the live stream once I've got these in the canner. Once I poured it and got it in the canner. Okay? Because I don't want to run out of my stream time for the month. You know, it's the beginning of the month for me on it. So I want to try to be reserved in how I use my StreamYard time. And I've already been on for an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm just going to go. Let me check on this. I bet you it's ready now. Yep, looks like it's, yep, it's ready now. Oh, it is ready. Ready like spaghetti. Okay. Here we go. Same concept as before. You do not want to fill your jar up any more than the crook of the jar. Okay? Okay, y'all. Now, I got 2 jars. 2 pint jars. All right. Make sure your tops are cleaned off, which mine are. I'm going to go back over them just, I was real careful using my thing to load my jars up. Make sure that you go on and put your pot that your jelly was in or jam in the sink and run some water in it, because if you let it sit there and don't do that, you're going to end up with some mess you don't want to have to deal with tomorrow or later on. Okay? There is what it looks like, y'all, before I put it in the canner. Okay? So, I'm going to go in there. And sit to a rolling boil. Okay? Not even 15 minutes. It's actually about 10 minutes. Okay? Now, that is it for us tonight. If anybody has any questions, if you watch this video later on in the future and you have any questions about anything that I did tonight, just leave me a comment. If you haven't ever been here before, I'd appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. And thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. And I hope y'all all have a blessed night. If there's anyone that wants the link, does anyone want the link to come backstage? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't have any beet jelly. Yeah, I don't have any beet jelly. Okay, you guys, y'all have a blessed night. Take it easy, and I'm going to go on and end the stream. Thank you so much for coming.